Hello everyone, Dominic here. Welcome to another video. Before I start, I just want to say, hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope your week has been going well for you, and just enjoying life as usual. That's all. Yeah, that's all I can say really. Hope things are going well for you in your life. Now, before I start, I just want to say, I know obviously I've been doing different related videos. It's been a while since I've last done a regular Dominic Trophy video. Last one I did was when I did my tech-related review about the Atari Retro handheld made by Blaze. And I quite enjoyed making that, and other people enjoyed watching that as well, and just share my thoughts about it and giving a proper review about that device. So I just want to say thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. And obviously, last week, I'm still doing the regular Alex Francis videos, and I, brought back the Xbox fanboy, as he was saying he was making a sort of deal, whether or not Crackdown 3 does well next week, next Friday, because it comes out. And I also made a Wii Shop channel sketch where I talk about, the Wii Shop channel dying and being a sort of like funeral thing. And I thought, do you know what? I had that idea, I think, for about a week and a half before the Wii Shop channel was discontinued or shut down, if you want to say. And I thought, do you know what? I want to definitely get that out. So I did that last Saturday, uploaded it, and I got a lot of positivity about it. A lot of people had a great laugh about it. And I had a few subscribers saying, oh, there was a certain part I liked, Dominic. It was really, really funny. And it was great to hear that and stuff. And I quite enjoyed making regular comedy sketches as myself, due to the fact I usually make them as other characters, you know what I mean? So usually Alex Francis and the Xbox fanboy, as well as the upcoming PlayStation fanboy, Billy, as I call him. I'm looking forward to making videos as that character as well, so hope you look forward to that. So this video is going to be another tech-related video, and it's actually going to be about my thoughts of the Sony PlayStation Classic. Don't worry, this is not a Billy the PlayStation fanboy video, just to let you know. This is just a regular tech-related video as myself, Dominic Trophy. So yeah, PlayStation Classic, Sony PlayStation Classic, the mini original PlayStation that Sony released at the end of December 2018. And yeah, I just want to share my thoughts about it, so I do. So obviously you've got the box itself, which looks nice, has the original style of the original PlayStation. For me, I've actually never seen the original PlayStation box. Despite being a console I grew up with when I was younger, I've actually never ever seen the original box, just in case you wondered. On the side of it, you've just got, what comes in the box with the console, well, the PlayStation Classic, 2 controllers, a HDMI cable, sorry, and a mini USB, or is it a micro USB? I think it's one of those. Yeah, I always get those mixed up, so I do. So, sorry. On the bottom of it, you just got, regular info, and same on there as well. And there as well. PlayStation Classic. And you've got all the games on there as well. 20 games that are built in. Now, I actually will read these out to let you know which ones are included. The games that are included are Battle Arena Ton Shindin. I think that's how you pronounce that. Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy VII, Grand Theft Auto, Intelligent Cube, Jumpin' Flash, Metal Gear Solid, Mr. Driller, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, Rayman, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Revelations Persona, R4 Ridge Racer Type 4, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter, Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, and Wild Arms. So they are the games that are included. The games I've actually played on this, I've actually not played them all, but I've tried several on here. And the ones I've actually played or tried out are Battle Arena Ton Shindin, played a bit of Cool Borders 2, tried Destruction Derby, which is really, really good. Very, very fun racing game. Liked that and stuff. I started to play Final Fantasy VII, which I've not fully finished yet. I'm only about maybe the first hour in the game. Not played much of it. But I will look forward to playing more over time. Grand Theft Auto, which is a really, really good game. I've not played Intelligent Cube, not played Jumping Flash yet. Metal Gear Solid is actually a really, really good game. Again, not finished that, but from what I've played, really, really fun. Mr. Driller, a good classic for me. Never played it on the original PlayStation, but did play it on the Dreamcast when I was younger. Loved that game to bits, and I've played a lot of it on this PlayStation Classic. Oddworld, Abe Odyssey, I've not played that yet. Rayman, a great classic, love that. Resident Evil, Director's Cut, not played that yet. Revelations Persona, not played that yet. Even though I've been playing Persona 5, so I have, which is really, really good. R4 Ridge Race Type 4, love my racing games, really, really good. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. I played a bit of that, so it's a bit weird. It reminds me of Puyo Pop or Puyo Puyo, the Sega puzzle game. I like that and stuff. So yeah, but the Puzzle Fighter, it's different, so it is. So that's all I can really say. Siphon Filter, I've not played that. Tekken 3, played that. That's a really, really good game. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, not played that yet. Same with Twisted Metal, not played that. And same with Wild Arms. Now, even though I've not played all 20 of them, I've played a good amount on it, and yeah, I've enjoyed my time on this little device. Now, I will show the system and the controllers. Obviously, that's the console itself, which is really, really nice. Obviously, that's the original look of the original PlayStation, with the open button, the power button, and the reset button, which is really, really nice. Obviously, you've got the CD tray, which obviously doesn't open. It's just there for the, the style. So it is. On the front of it, you've got 2 USB ports to plug them in, to plug the controls in. And on the back of it, you've got a HDMI port and a micro or mini, I don't know, USB port to power the console. That's what I meant to say. I know there's a little door there for the aesthetics, but which I originally thought you was going to be able to open, but you don't. Again, it's just there for the look, so it is. And yeah, and even on the back of it, obviously has the sort of rubber grips, for the feet and stuff, which is really, really nice. Again, great style for the original PlayStation, and I really, really like that, so I do. You've also got the controllers here. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Obviously as the original style of the original PlayStation controller before the DualShock. So yeah. Obviously you got the regular D-pad, the select and start, as well as the regular buttons that we've got to know over the years. The triangle, circle, X, and the square. And you've also got the L1 and L2 and R1 and R2 buttons on there as well. Feel of it feels nice. It feels really, really good, and yeah, I like that and stuff. I obviously, when I was younger, I did grow up with the original PlayStation, similar to this design, but I actually played with the DualShock one, so I did. So that's what I played and stuff. Because my uncle back in the day, he owned an original PlayStation, so he did. And I played it, I remember playing it around back in probably late 1998, early 1999, 2000. That's when I played it. Because I was born in 1995, so that's when I played it. Yeah, I was pretty much introduced into gaming at a very, very young age, if I'm going to say that, despite being 23, almost 24 next month, which is incredible and crazy, so it is. So yeah, I did eventually own my original. I did eventually own an original PlayStation. I owned the slim one, as people call it, the PS1. That was the one I owned. But again, played a lot of great games, and yeah, nice controller, and obviously I'll show the other one as well. So yeah, both controllers, really, really nice and stylish. I really, really like that. I also like the aesthetic of the USB port because it has the style of plugging in the memory card. Because obviously the original PlayStation used to use memory cards, which is there. And I like that. I think that's, again, a nice little extra detail to this system, and I like that. I really, really do. It's like, for example, the NES Classic Edition. Obviously, you know, it uses the Wii Remote port that was on the bottom of it, and obviously has the sort of same connector as the controllers. And the one thing I like about it is obviously on the original NES you had the sort of controller 1 and 2. And again, they got the nice style of it, which is really, really good. Same with the Super NES controller. I like that. And again, it's just nice little extra details to it, which is really, really good. Now, one thing I obviously want to mention is about my experience with this. Now, obviously, I do remember, like everyone else, when it was announced. And I was really, really excited for it. I remember thinking, I can't wait for this. It looks bloody amazing. But at that point, they actually hadn't announced any games for this little system. And I thought, you know, when this mini PlayStation comes out, I definitely want to get one. And I was going to pre-order it, but I ended up not pre-ordering it. And I just assumed that Sony was actually going to be overstocking this system. So unlike the NES and the Super Nintendo Classic Editions, they were quite difficult to find on launch day, so they were. And I thought, you know what, I might wait just in case if that happens. So I didn't pre-order it. And obviously the games were announced. And I thought, there's some great classics here. I thought, you know, that's really, really good. And obviously over time, the system was coming out. And it came out on launch day. Now, the system retailed for £90. And originally, again, I was going to pre-order it, but I didn't. And I thought, this system, I think when launch day came, I thought, this system's going to be really, really difficult to find. It really, really is. And I was really shocked by all online retailers that every single one of them was stocked up with these PlayStation Classics. And I thought, flipping heck, I thought, maybe Sony learnt the lesson from Nintendo, where you couldn't find stock anywhere on launch day. So, you know, different retailers had them, you know, that Anami and stuff. One had obviously them stocked in, another one had them stocked in, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. And I thought, that's really, really good. And I was going to get one before Christmas, so I did. But I thought I might wait just in case if I get one for Christmas. There's no point having two of them, you know what I mean? So Christmas came and went. I didn't get one. I thought, okay, that's fine. So what ended up happening was I got one. I wanted to get one after Christmas. So I went to, obviously, you know, go to buy one. And I noticed the price had recently gone down, you know, had been cut. It'd gone from £90 to £50. I was like, what? Like, flipping it, that's crazy. I thought this product's been out for like 2.5 weeks. And the console's already been, on sale. I thought, bloody hell. I thought, that's weird. You know what I mean? And then, obviously, it turned out there was a sort of lack of demand for this console. And the reason being is that, the game selection, the game library on this device, obviously, a lot of people are not really interested in a lot of these games. There's some on there that are really, really good, but a lot of them don't excite people. So I thought, you know what? I'll definitely get one. And, obviously at £50, got it, played, some great classics on here, and just had fun. I really, really did. I think it's a really, really good mini system, and I was really, really glad to have this and stuff. And, just having great times with it, you know what I mean? I'm a bit of a sucker for these little mini systems. I really, really love them. But, I'm having a lot of fun with this little system. And I like that there are games on here that I've never played, so I will look forward to trying them in the future. So there's some games on here that I actually never played. If you wondered what games I did play on the original PlayStation, I played a lot of racing games. I played a lot of platformers and all that sort of stuff. And just enjoyed it. I just had a great time with this sort of system and stuff. And obviously experiencing a lot of these games that I either never knew or I was extremely too young to play it. So it's a great little system to have, and I really, really love it. I think one thing I just want to mention before I finish is with the controller. Now, the one thing I do worry about this controller is I do think the control length is quite short. It's longer than the NES, don't get me wrong, the NES Classic controller. But if you're quite far away from the television, it is quite short. But luckily, you can get USB extension cables to use that, which is really, really handy. In my bedroom, obviously, I don't really have that problem because it's literally near where I am. But if you're far away, for example, downstairs, it makes it worse. So usually, I sit on the floor if I'm playing it and stuff. So yeah, just in case if anyone's actually curious about that and stuff. So yeah, the control length is actually quite short, but it's handy. You can get USB extension cables. So yeah, overall a really, really good system and stuff. I think there's some great classics on here. I do understand that people have sort of complained with the library of the games. I do agree. I think there's some on there I would have loved to have seen. I think the Croc 1 and 2 would have been great on there because I love playing the original Croc games when I was younger. Gran Turismo 1 and 2 would have been absolutely fantastic, but licensing is a problem, and that's one thing I definitely want to talk about in the far future, is little mini systems, licensing and all that sort of stuff. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this, if any of you actually own this sort of system. Do you like this system? Do you not like this system? I'd love to hear what your thoughts about that are. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all on Tuesday. See you later all. Bye.